My dear friends, I'm Guillermo and I'm gonna do a podcast for my blogging and social media subject. So just let me open a drink before I start. Okay, I have been thinking about what topic to choose for this podcast and I thought that maybe it's an interesting idea to do it about my experience as a exchange student. As I'm from Spain in the southern part of Europe, you can imagine how different are the things for me to hear. So I'm gonna analyze mainly four topics in this podcast. People, weather, nature, and education. So let's start with the first of them, with people. I might say that before coming here, as you can imagine, I read a lot of information about Finland and its people. Well, it's totally true, all I read. We have a totally different ways of act. Here, the communication is very directly. You just have to say the important part of your message. If you say something more, it seems like if you are disturbing the other person. I noticed that in general, people like to be alone. In plenty of clubs, I have seen people drinking alone in the bar or in the pub, just until get so drunk. In my country, in Spain, this is really weird. Of course, we drink till get crazy, but never alone. We used to go with other people, always in group, to wherever. Even if someday I have to eat alone in some place, I'm feeling sad in my country. Here it's just the opposite. You can realize in the public transport where nobody's speaking, despite in Spain everybody's speaking and it's so loud. Despite that, I must say that the people in general is so honest and generous. I have seen a lot of situations in which the people act very nice and had excellent behavior. For example, the first time my girl come here, she lost the phone in the airport and some days later one guy called me and gave it to me. Or also the other day night, I was in Bapu and I lost my jacket and I got it back from a lost objects office, so it was perfect. This is really great behavior. Compared within Spain that the corruption is really high, it's awesome. Just to finish with the people part, to say that it's so funny how the people say thousands of times the word yo. The weather, what can I say coming from Spain? It's so cold and dark. In winter I felt depressed sometimes because the sun almost disappeared. But I must say that the snow was beautiful. Oh yes, I really fall in love with the snow everywhere. I'm sure that is one of the things I will miss more. About the temperatures, I was expecting a colder ones, but it seems that this year is one of the warmest years in Finland. Anyway, it was an incredible experience to live these weather conditions during some months. In nature, I just have to say that I really feel jealous of you. You live surrounded of beautiful places and nature. Trust me, this is a privilege and you must take care of it. I have seen some of the most beautiful places I ever seen. For example, Lapland also was awesome, and I will come back someday. Finally, about the education, I was expecting bigger differences, since Finland is one of the countries with the best education, but in the university I didn't feel any difference. Maybe it's more for the primary education. It's true that the power distance is quite lower compared with the one in my country, and you can interact more with the teacher and you feel closer. Also, teamwork has a great importance here. But what, in my opinion, is a very good idea. Well, guys, this is some of my experience here in Finland. It has been an incredible year, and I will never forget it. Hope to see you in Spain this summer. Bye bye.